Hello, future toppers. Let's make maths simple, intuitive, and fun together. So we are back with wholesome new question which says let x belongs to R and let p equals to this, q equals to this, and r equals to this. Okay, there exists a real number x such that pq equals qp. Okay, we will try to crack down this first question pq. Look at this. So pq equals qp. I will go with the multiplication. So it is 1 0 0 1 2 0 1 2 3 q 20x x 4 x x 0 6. It's a matrix, so we'll go with the matrix. Same game. Here this order will be changed. So 2x x 0 4 0 x x and 6. Okay, and then I will slide down this thing. We have 100 120 123. So we have to find out the value of x. Okay, so I'll try to find out some of the elements. So I'll go with a11. So we have to multiply this with this. So it is 2 plus 0 plus x. We got first element, and then we will multiply this with this. Correct? So we got 2. So here they are saying that x equals to 0. Okay, this x equals to 0 is okay. Now we will go with the second element. So first element is like I'll go with this and this. Look at this. So you got x plus 4 plus x, and then you have to multiply this with this. So you got things as 2 plus 2x. So this thing. So you got 4 equals to 2. This is not possible, na? You got my point? So this is giving you absurd value. If you are getting any value of x, it should satisfy everywhere. This means option A is wrong. Is that clear? Now they are saying that if x equals to 0, then r times this is equals to 6 times this, then a plus b is 5. Okay, so they are saying that x is 0 and then r is being multiplied with certain matrix. I will check. So go with the second idea. So first find out r. Who is r? So as you know that r is PQP inverse 1 double 0 1 2 0 1 2 3. Okay, so PQ, and they are saying that like x is 0. So if x is 0, 2 double 0 0 4 0 double 0 6, and you have to find out P inverse. So how we will find out P inverse? Try to understand. I will use it later. I have already copied that thing. So I'll find P inverse. So you know that P inverse is adjoint of P by determinant of P. Okay. So first I will find out the determinant of P. So determinant of P becomes, I'll open this determinant along this column, this row. Okay, so plus minus plus. So three things is 2. So you got 6. Determinant of P is 6. Now I will go with the uh, adjoint. You know that how to find, you know the trick to find out the adjoint of 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay, we will start from this. So it is 2 0, 1, and then you got 2. Okay, then 2, 3, 1, 2, 0, 0, 1, 0, then 2, 0, 1, 2. Okay, so now you are getting your P inverse. So P inverse is what? Adjoint. So already we are getting adjoint. Now we are ready. So it is 1 by 6. So I will write 6 over here, and here I will write adjoint of P. Okay, so it is 6 minus 0. So it is 6. Then it is 0 minus 3. Then it is, you got 2 minus 2, 0. Okay, then we have 0. Then we have 3. Then we have 1 minus 2. Okay, and then we have 0. Then we have 0, and then we have 2. So you got your things done. Okay, I hope till this part you guys are okay. Now you have to do this multiplication. Okay, this is necessary. I will copy it here. Yes, this is time consuming, but you have to do it. It's worth doing. So 1 by 6. I hope you know how to multiply matrix. Okay, otherwise you can go and watch out the videos. So look at this idea. So what we have to do, you have to multiply this with this, correct? So you will get 2. Then with this, okay, so you will get 4. Then you will get 6. Now done with this thing, you have to multiply this with this, so you will get 0. Then change, you will get 8, 0. Okay, then you'll get 12. This thing is done. Now you have to multiply this with this, so you will get 0, 0, 18. Okay, 6 minus 3, 0, 0, 3 minus 2, 0, 0, 2. Yes, you have to do it. Okay, don't lose patience. Now you have to multiply, so we'll multiply this with this, so we got 12. Then this, so it is minus 6 plus 12, so it will become plus of 6. Okay, then we have this, so it is 0 minus 8 plus 12, so it will become 4. Okay, now this with this, so you got things as 0. Now look at this, now change, so it is 0, it is 24. Wait, this will become 0. This is 24, and then here, so it is 0 minus 16 plus 24, so it is 8. Okay, then again change this with this, so it is 0. Then this 0, then this 36. Okay, so this is your R. Now you can simplify your R, so you can write down your R as 2, 0, 0, 1, 4, 0. You got 2 by 3, and then 4 by 3, and then 6. Okay, so you got your R as this. Now they are saying what? They are saying that R times 1AB is equals to 6 times that. Okay, R time, you have to do this calculation. Let's do it. So 200 140, 2 by 3, 4 by 3, and 6. You have to multiply this with 1AB, 1AB, and then you will get things as 6 times 1AB. Okay, so can I go with 6, 6A, 6B? Now look at this. I will get two equations and then I'll try to find out the value of A and B. So I'll multiply this with this. So you got 2A plus 2B by 3 equals to 6. This is your first equation. Then I will go with this idea. No, I will go with this idea. So you got acha 6B equals to 6B. You won't get it from here. So we have to multiply this with this. So you got 4A plus 4B by 3 equals to 6A. Correct? Now look at this. Can I say that you got 2A equals to 4B by 3, or divide both side by 2, so A equals to 2B by 3. Okay, so A is 2B by 3. Now you have to manipulate this. So you got 2B by 3 plus 2B by 3 equals to 4. So you got 4B by 3 equals to 4. So 4 gone, you are left with B equal to 3. Correct? So if B equal to 3, so 3 gone, so A equals to 2. Okay, so with this situation we got A 2, so A plus B is 5. This option is correct, means option B is correct. Okay, now focus on option C and option D. In this case they are saying that for x equals to 1 there exists a unit vector, okay, alpha square plus beta square. Here you should have gamma. Okay, here you should have gamma. So alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square should be 1. So look at this situation. I feel that this question and this question is almost the same. In both the cases you have to find out the determinant of R. Okay, why I am telling you this? Try to understand. You know that something multiplied by something equal to something is only possible if this thing is 0. Okay, if this is not equal to 0 you cannot handle. Otherwise, you should have this as what? 0. Determinant of this R should be 0 if x equals to 1. So we will try to find out the determinant of R. Okay, so let's proceed. Now look at this. You know that R is PQP inverse. Okay, now look at this. So you know that you have to take determinant. So take determinant both side. Okay, now look at this. Can I write P inverse? Now you know that if it is in product you can distribute. So determinant P, determinant Q, determinant P inverse. You know that determinant P inverse is the determinant of 1 by P. So this thing gone. So can I say that determinant R is equal to determinant of Q? Okay, so we will find out the determinant of Q and we are done. Okay, so look at this Q. So I will find out determinant of Q along this row. So plus minus, so it is 4 times 12 minus x square. Correct? Now look at this. They are saying that x equals to 1. So if x equals to 1, it is 11. 11 equals to 44. This means this is what? Determinant of this thing is not 0. So if it is 0, then only you will have 0 now, because this cannot be 0 under this condition, because it is unit vector. Correct? So this means option C is wrong. Okay, option C is wrong. Now we have to find out the determinant of this thing. Correct? So D, like D, we have already solved this thing. I'll go with D. So determinant of R. Okay, so determinant of R, we will open this thing along this this row. So it is 4 times 10 minus x square plus 8. So it is 40 minus x square plus 8. So it is 48. Sorry, 4x square, here it should 4x square plus 8. So it is 48 minus 4x square. Here also it is 48 minus x square, means option D is correct. Okay, this means option D is correct. So the correct option for this question is B and D. I hope the idea is clear and you guys can handle similar situations. So see you guys in the next session of Mathflix.